letting go of old versions of yourself. There is a quiet grief no one prepares you for. Not the kind that comes with funerals or goodbyes, but the kind that arrives when you realize you're no longer who you used to be. We spend so much of our lives trying to become something that no one talks about the moment you have to release something instead. Because growth doesn't only add, it subtracts. It asks you to loosen your grip on old identities, old survival strategies, old stories you once needed to stay alive. There was a version of you who learned to stay quiet to stay safe. A version who said yes when they meant no. A version who chased approval like oxygen. A version who mistook endurance for strength. That version wasn't weak. It was wise for the season it lived in. But seasons change. And here's the hard truth. What once protected you can eventually imprison you. Letting go doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It happens in small betrayals of the past. The first time you speak up when the old you would have stayed silent. The first time you walk away instead of explaining yourself. The first time you disappoint someone and survive it. At first, it feels wrong. Like you're breaking a promise to who you used to be. But you're not betraying them. You're thanking them. Because every old version of you did the best it could with the awareness it had at the time. You don't erase them. You honor them by outgrowing them. Still, letting go hurts. There's comfort in familiarity, even when it's painful. There's safety in patterns, even when they limit us. There's a strange loyalty we feel toward our old selves, as if changing means admitting they weren't enough. But growth isn't an accusation. It's an evolution. You don't shame a child for crawling when they later learn to walk. You don't resent the cocoon once the butterfly takes flight. So why do we do that to ourselves? Sometimes the hardest version to release is the one that people recognize. The reliable one. The strong one. The easygoing one. The one who held everything together while quietly falling apart. When you change, some people won't clap. They'll ask where the old you went. And you'll feel the urge to explain, to justify, to shrink back into something familiar. But growth doesn't ask for permission. It asks for courage. Letting go means accepting that not everyone gets to come with you. Not every role gets a sequel. Not every chapter deserves a reread. And yes, there will be moments of emptiness. A strange in-between where you're no longer who you were, but not yet fully who you're becoming. That space isn't failure. It's fertile ground. That's where clarity forms. That's where new boundaries take root. That's where you meet yourself without the old armor. You'll grieve the person you were. And you should. They carried you through things you didn't think you'd survive. They kept going when quitting would have been easier. They deserve gratitude. But they don't deserve control over your future. You are allowed to evolve beyond your past coping mechanisms. You are allowed to rewrite the rules you learned in survival mode. You are allowed to choose peace over familiarity. Letting go isn't forgetting who you were. It's refusing to be confined by who you had to be. And one day, you'll look back and feel tenderness instead of attachment, respect instead of obligation. You'll realize that the old version of you was never meant to last forever. It was meant to carry you here. And now it's time to walk forward. Not lighter because you erased your past, but stronger because you finally released it.